Ripple does work with a number of central banks around the world. We've publicly announced some of them. And we're in the phase of kind of testing, experimenting, and they're issuing their central bank issued digital currencies on the XRP ledger.
But in terms of like mass adoption, blockchain technology and just the wallets and the lending applications and all of these different tools, they solve so many problems that aren't solved foundationally in these regions. And so, yes, I think that we are going to see mass adoption outside the US first, outside the Western countries first, and then we'll see that flow over. And eventually, again, the way that I've always talked about this, and I kind of see it happening now, is it's just another rail. And if we think about it like that and we don't think about it as this like scary thing, it's just another rail, then we'll see it, you know, all over in the world.
I love that.
The digital RMB, can you imagine like the rest of the world start trading, you know, using this currency instead of US dollar?
Interesting, okay.
And the sooner to you know, be able to sort of enable the world be able to transact, why am I still paying $15, $45 to wire transfer from San Francisco to Hong Kong? If I can just, you know, peer-to-peer, of course, with full-blown KYC, AML, but and basically cut down that time to seconds and super zero costs. That really is a real pain point that I think the government realized that if they can achieve that with the right framework, they could be leading the way for the rest of.
Who knows, maybe we'll pay off our $35 trillion, hand them a little crypto check, right? We'll hand them a little Bitcoin and wipe out our $35 trillion.
But how do you...
And tomorrow is my son's birthday. He will be 2 years old, Carson. So guys, we're going to be celebrating today and tomorrow. If you want to hit that cash app, make sure you're ringing it. I call him Mr. Deeds because he had disappeared for like 2 hours. I forgot the character's name, but then he'll pop up with his sippy cup. But let's get into the video.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, you know, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, you know, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, well, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. We will, and if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction. So therefore, they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, we know the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto flat, guys. We know CME opens tonight as like clockwork. Is going to move the market. And then, of course, once the yield rates get to moving in the morning, it will move the market again. Make sure you're looking at the stock calendar, guys, because Monday will be volatile. And this week will be a roller coaster ride. Why? Because we know we have Jerome in the house. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now, this article states crypto analyst doubts Bitcoin dominance is going back to 70%. And in crypto, we have thousands and thousands of tokens. And once this liquidity starts to shrink up, these tokens are going to fall by the wayside. So Bitcoin dominance is definitely going to increase. May not get to 70%, but it's definitely going to still increase. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates on Friday down. We have the dollar down. We have volume and crypto down. And we have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $330 billion. Make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis during the week. And we have Powell at Jackson Hole August 23rd, Friday. And we know in crypto, that's options day. So this week is definitely going to be a roller coaster ride. And when Jerome is in the house, they like markets to look good. And now on these money channels, they're playing the Hegelian dialectic. Now they're bringing you the truth. And then, of course, they're bringing an analyst that's not giving you the truth. But if you understand the Hegelian dialectic and if you understand the markets, you know they're giving you a warning. A lot of the analysts are coming on telling you how bad the economy is, how bad the labor market is, how bad the credit card debt is, small businesses hurting, bankruptcies going up, housing being destroyed. And remember, guys, who all caused it, and that was the Fed, the money printers. And that was so they could destroy this United States World Reserve currency and this legacy market in order to bring in this fourth industrial revolution, which the economy will be using these digital assets along with the machines, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs. We're all up at close. After close, of course, they pulled back. And now we have BlackRock, the largest holder of these crypto ETFs, surpassing Grayscale. And all Grayscale had to do was lower the fees, and that would have stopped the outflow. But they wanted BlackRock to take over. Remember, guys, this is a plan. It moves in phases. And Grayscale has had that fund for years, and BlackRock takes over in months. Yes, it's unbelievable. But remember, guys, your life is an illusion, and TV is your reality. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have record drop in Ethereum gas fees, mark historically bullish signal for Ethereum. And is this a bullish signal? No, it is not. Remember, guys, the upgrade, Dencun, which lowered fees, but then also slowed down the burn rate. But with Ethereum's ecosystem, guys, we know DeFi is definitely the new banking. And JP Morgan has his hands all over Ethereum. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team Save the Village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team Save New York from COVID-33. Part 3, King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.